Welcome back to the Mixer booth here for the final fully packed 2 hours of content.
Yes, it is, and we're here with Mark Parker and Halder. Well, no, and
Just Mark.
Yeah,
Mark Parker.
Just Mark.
The other guy, he's had to take a flight back to Sweden. So, yeah.
Slacker.
But I
Yes,
have to
exactly.
say,
He hasn't got the stamina for it.
I am super excited about this game. It's Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden. It's my kind of game.
That's right, and you guys came to E3 strong with a great cinematic trailer, I heard. So,
Yep.
And I think we're going to load that, show a little bit of that sexy little sizzle reel, and then chat about the game.
Sounds good.
Let's take a look.
Trespasser, you have 5 seconds to leave the premises. 5, 4, 3.
Amazing trailer there. Gorgeous, gorgeous cinematic trailer you guys got. Actually, I'd love for you to kind of explain, what did we just see there a little bit?
Okay, well, that trailer, it's just an introduction to the world of Mutant Year Zero, Road to Eden. It's a bit of a tongue twister, I know, but it's a beautiful trailer that we had made to promote the game, and it's been getting a lot of great feedback.
I was going to say, how's the reception of that been so far?
People love it. They love the characters.
They look super well. I mean, I know that's a cinematic trailer, but I love the idea of the animals. It kind of looks like they might have some personalities.
Oh, absolutely. Each character has their own unique personality, voice acting, and storyline. So it's, yeah, there's definitely some character in the game.
Nice.
Now, Mutant Year Zero, does that have any connection with the tabletop game?
Yes, it does. It's actually, we got the rights to make the computer game of the tabletop game. And the tabletop game was released in Sweden in the 80s. And then it's been printed in English and it's been sold into other countries as well. And now it's become quite a global hit.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, it's a strategy game, my understanding.
Our game, yes, it's a strategy game.
What kind of separates it from other strategy games?
Okay.
What makes Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden? I'm going to read your shirt every time I got to say it. You gave me a tongue twister.
Yeah,
what separates it from other strategy games?
One of the things that makes it stand out for the crowd is the introduction of what we call a tactical adventure.
Okay.
So basically, it's a split between real-time and tactical gameplay. So you have a really meaningful real-time side to the game as well as the tactical game.
That's awesome. That's
Okay.
awesome.
So can you tell us a little bit about what kind of creatures and things you might see in the game?
Okay, well, I don't want to spoil it too much.
No, spoil it a lot. I'm just kidding.
but,
No, hashtag no spoilers.
Yeah.
I mean, we're showing the game hands-on here at E3 for the press, and there will be some articles, I'm sure, afterwards. But there are, of course, the mutants that you control. and there are what we call ghouls, which are the sort of one of the main factions in the world. But we have other factions as well, maybe some mechanical enemies, and maybe some other wildlife, flora and fauna in the world.
Interesting, interesting. I love the use of creatures, kind of like ghouls. You know, I know a lot of people really gravitate towards those, obviously commonalities. What made you decide to go with some of those design choices? I'm curious, was it just straight from the tabletop game and you wanted to bring those into the real game?
Well, we take a lot of aspects from the tabletop game. The tabletop game is a role-playing game, and by its very nature, role-playing games are the limit of your imagination is the limit of the game, really. So, and it's also quite a social experience. Our game is a single-player experience, still somewhat a social experience because people always want to get involved and give you some advice. There's always somebody with some advice to give.
Right.
But we've taken a lot of stuff from the book, the terminology, names of items, weapons, characters, enemies. The actual mutations, some of them are straight out of the book, and of course the beautiful world, the universe, and the backstory.
Okay. Why do you think that mutants and zombies are such endearing characters in games?
I love good wisdom endearing.
Well, we don't have.
Wow, thank you, buddy.
Well, we don't have zombies. The ghouls are actually something else, but I won't go into that.
Okay.
But they're endearing characters, I think, because they're just a little bit different. I mean, other games might just have a soldier with, you know, a generic name, and it's kind of a boring thing to have. But we have interesting characters that really sort of pop out at you when you're playing the game.
Okay.
Now, I know it can be an interesting dynamic, but how are you guys approaching rotating between the turn-based gameplay and the real-time gameplay?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the game can snap backwards and forwards from real-time into tactical and vice versa. So you can be walking around in the world, and you can encounter an enemy where you can put yourself, so you can actually, this is the tactical.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
But you can go into this mode from real time just by hitting a button, and once you've killed the enemies that you're in that actual encounter with, you'll see it'll probably snap back into tactical mode. Oh, sorry, into real time mode.
Okay.
So we're just going to see this. It's going for this pistol ghoul.
Okay.
Okay. Let's have a little look.
I mean, this looks like it's just up my alley. Like, I love games like this. Now, what can players expect when they venture into the zone and art?
What can they expect? Well, the world's quite a dark place, and it's a destroyed Earth that's been reclaimed by nature sometime after the end of the human race.
Okay.
So what's going to happen is you're going to encounter beautiful but sort of tragic scenery with cities and other kinds of places that have been overrun by nature and destroyed.
Nice.
Yeah.
You mentioned being destroyed. Like, I know destruction's part of the game as well, actually.
Yeah.
What kind of mechanics are you bringing in to make sure the world kind of feels alive and you can almost destroy pieces of it as well?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everything in the game is destructible. There are some elements like big rocks and some metal things that can't be broken, but buildings and huts and those kind of things, covers where the enemy would take cover behind and hide from you, they're destructible. So you can actually destroy them with grenades. Some of the enemies would destroy the environment, and you can also use some of your mutations to do this as well.
Oh, okay. Well, where will we be able to play the game? Like, is it just PC? Is it?
You'll be able to play it on Xbox One, PC, and PS4.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you guys don't have a booth here quite yet, but you're showing the press.
Yeah, we've got a room upstairs.
around.
It's very, very cold. The AC is up to max. So it's actually quite a holiday to come down to the show floor of you guys. We've got a behind-the-scenes hands-on for the press.
Yep.
And then, we'll
Stay tuned to find
stay tuned for more info for that.
Now, we're still rolling. We have some great footage actually here. I'd love if you can kind of walk us through what we're seeing here. I know the viewers at home.
Yeah,
are
it's
getting
very
a peek
small.
Here. I know.
I think
we're
one
using your eyesight.
Yeah, we're using your eyesight. But one of the things that I know that you also talked about with differentiation with this game is the tactical RPG element with story. So how do you tell story in a tactical RPG game like this?
Well, we've got the real-time element. That's in our favour. So as you walk through, as you can see, they're walking through the flashlight. They're searching around the world. You'll discover more about the world. The story will reveal itself, and the characters' interactions between one another will add a lot to the story. So it's all about exploration and the development of the character story as they make their way through the game.
Okay, and then there's a lot of exposition between the characters as you're walking through?
There's a lot. Then each character has their own unique dialogue lines, and as you go through the game, you'll unlock more characters, and they'll become part of the story and add to the overall red line that goes through the game.
So,
Nice. And it looks like you can discover these new locations here. I have to say, I know there's probably characters that'll evolve a little later. Do you have a favorite quite yet that you've attached to?
A favorite
Character.
Favorite character. I don't know. I like boarmen, but everyone seems to like ducks.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
and that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. I
He
mean,
seems to be everyone comes in and says, "Oh, I just love ducks. He's adorable." Yeah, he's kind of not quite adorable, but yeah.
He's a little bit of a naughty duck, I think. Yeah.
So, given the tabletop history behind this game, are people who have played the tabletop, what are going to be some of the other things that they see behind just the universe that they might get as Easter eggs for a game like this?
Oh, there's lots of nods to the Mutant universe in there. I mean, for example, in the Mutant books, they encouraged you to use your local area as your play space for the game.
Okay.
So if you look carefully at the map, I won't spoil it for you, but it's actually a part of Sweden because we're a Swedish
really?
development team, and the guys used to play this game as they were growing up, and this has been their dream project. So they really wanted to make the game that they were playing when they were playing the Mutant pen and paper game.
Oh, okay. Okay. What about nods to some of the stats and stuff, like in a tabletop RPG? Like, are they going to be able to sit there and say, like, oh, this character, and then they see that and they'll be like, oh, yeah, you're right. Like, they use this power or whatever it was, just like they would see in the tabletop RPG?
I think there's some degree of that, but of course, we didn't take everything directly from the tabletop because we had to make a video game out of it, and it would have been a little bit tricky to actually incorporate all of the dice rolls and things that you have. I mean, we have a percentage system for when you're shooting stuff, so at the end of the day, we don't want like a fumble if you put 100%. If 75%, you've got a 25% chance. That's pretty clear, but yeah, we're trying to make sure that it plays as a good game.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Okay.
Now, you've been showing it, of course, to the press. You've got the awesome trailer. What do you think fans are going to gravitate towards the most when they get their hands on
I
this?
think fans are going to really fall in love with the characters. I think they're going to fall in love with the beautiful world, and then they're going to really enjoy the solid, real-time transition into tactical. I think that's a big selling point.
So given, again, that this game has some history, what's it like maintaining or managing like what people and players expect from that universe with the game? Like, has there been any challenges with stuff like that?
There's always a few challenges with that kind of stuff. And you can't please all the people all the time.
Right.
I mean, that's probably one of the reasons why we didn't try and make a sort of one-to-one RPG, because it's a very hard thing to emulate a pen and paper game into a digital game. So I think people will enjoy it, and long-term fans of the series of pen and paper games will find a lot of fun to be had out of it.
Nice. Now, of course, taking a game from that pen paper element to this, this fully beautiful world here. What do you think was the most challenging moment in trying to transfer that pen paper experience to that digital experience?
That's quite a tricky question. I think
That's all we do here.
yeah, tricky
We want to make
question.
it hard. No, just
Softball.
kidding. No, softball, yeah.
I'm not too sure, to be honest. I think, I think making the call to not make an RPG fully out of it was probably the hardest thing, because we wanted to do a lot of that, and it would have been too much noise, I think, to make the actual computer game play well.
But I like that. You focus on the core mechanics of the game, what fans really liked about it. Sounds like that pen and paper experience. A lot of developers, it sounds like, from Sweden grew up with this game almost. So it's almost like a passion project to be able to bring it to life and see those characters magically there.
Yeah, and you guys have shown this to press already. What do you like? What have they said? What have been their biggest compliments about the game playing it so far?
People really love it. They love there's a bit of challenge in there as well. They love the destructible environments. They love the characters, of course. We talked about that. I think they really enjoy the fact that you can sneak around and position your characters and ambush the enemies, and it makes it very dynamic the way you tackle each level, because
It's a unique experience for the player.
yeah, because each level is actually sort of handcrafted to be a unique experience. So no two levels will play the same.
I love
Oh,
that.
okay.
Now, hopefully people are listening home. So something we do up here, and I don't know if they warned you, is trivia.
Oh, no.
We do trivia, not for you, but for everyone at home. So get your controllers warmed up, because we've got another chance for you to win some digital goodies and prizes here with trivia.
Now, we have all kinds of digital giveaways, so be sure to answer quickly and accurately.
And it counts.
It does. It does.
Fast and accurate. And the first question's up. Who created the modern concept of a mutant as an independent being? Was it Stephen King, Franz Kafka, Stan Lee, or Edgar Allan Poe?
Whoa. Do you know?
That's a deep question there.
Do you know?
Don't say it out loud, though.
Yeah,
just
you
in
can't.
case.
You can
No,
say it out loud.
maybe,
now.
maybe.
Who do you think?
There we go. Time is
Stan
up.
Lee.
Everybody's got it. Yeah,
Stan Lee. Why don't you take the next question? You can just read it right there.
Okay. How many known species of ducks are there in the world?
Oh man.
166, 230, 97, or 201?
Do you know? Are you a duck?
I'm not a duck
connoisseur?
enthusiast.
He's like, that wasn't even my favorite character type.
And a couple thousand people just went to Google and
Yeah, did that really quick. But they wouldn't have gotten the fast answer, so
Yeah.
to speak. So there we go.
time
What
is up,
the
so we're going
correct
to
answer?
tabulate the answers right here below and be able to show you the correct answer, though, was
166.
24%, almost a dead even tie between
Yeah,
all
yeah,
four. I think that was a guess.
Okay.
That was a science. I think it's the first science question that we've
Yeah.
had.
What is the name of the X-Men's airship?
Easy one. Isn't it?
They're getting really
Okay,
creative
yeah.
in the back.
So is it Blackbird, Striker, X-Wing, or Vulture? And honestly, I think if somebody says X-Wing, somebody's going to be super mad.
I'm going to be very
You're going to be very
disappointed.
disappointed.
If there is 1% on X-Wing, we're going to have a discussion chat.
Yeah, well, you know what? I guess it's going to be more than 1%. It
We're going to have a
always
dad
happens.
talk.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we go. What is it? What is
Okay.
it? Let's see what the answer
Time
is.
is up. Blackbird.
36.
Oh my God,
36% said X.
What? Oh, good.
What is wrong with you? Chat. We need to have a discussion. All right. Which one of these is not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, or Giorgio?
Oh, that's good. At least they didn't put the worst of the Mutant Ninja Turtles up there.
Be careful now, because I love Ninja Turtles more than anything.
I
in the
do
world.
too, and my favorite is up there, so I'm completely happy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! And the one that I don't like is not there.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that later
Okay.
as well.
Anyway, guys, so
Giorgio was the right answer, and thank goodness 94% of you a resounding Giorgio. You don't remember Giorgio?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Giorgio.
Giorgio.
The or-
It was a pizza place. Okay, next question is basically up. Why don't you take this one?
Yeah, sure. Which game does not feature mutants? BioShock, Fallout 3, Crackdown 2, or Sea of Thieves?
Oh, snap.
Trick.
I know this one.
Could be a trick question.
It's a trick question.
Time is up, though.
Yeah, okay. Okay, what is it?
The correct answer is. Let's see if the.
Yay.
83%.
People got that one too. Anyway.
Not yet, at least.
Yeah.
You never know. Still could be wrong.
Maybe.
All right, the results are up. Winter Inferno 23.
Congratulations,
has won.
Winter Inferno.
We'll be reaching out to you for some digital goodies. Pour some out for the first 22. Winter Inferno clearly did not make it. I
wanna
love
give
when
a
people just have the numbers at the end of the.
I want to give a shout out to the writers on the back of that one. Those were some good questions. I
I know
enjoyed that. Those were fun.
You could tell it's day 3.
Yeah, I think,
we're like 30 hours of content in.
I think 2 segment producers from some of the names on some of the trivia questions earlier today.
Well, thanks for coming on and talking to us about
you.
Mutant
Thank you
Year
very much.
0 Road to Eden.
I'm
It's been a
excited
blast
about
having you
playing
up
the
here,
game.
showing
Yeah.
off the game.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
I am super excited about checking out your game.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, it's the last few hours of E3.
Okay.
That's right, but we still have plenty of action.
Let's go back to the floor. Let's go check it out.